you. Thank you, Martin, and thank you, Richard. I'll be more comfortable to stand.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Can I do that?
Please.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah. I would like to share with you.
Cameras.
Yes, this one. Okay. Actually, what I would like to share it with you, it's more than just an academic approach, but it's kind of a story, personal story and career story. Because I started my career as a mechanical engineer working in the field of water. And in the same time, simultaneously, I am interested in the Islamic studies and completing my postgraduate, and then I'm now at the final stage of that PhD. But I couldn't say that I'm working as an interdisciplinary yet. I'm working as a dual career path, engineering in the day, and after that I'm religious leader or Islamic scholar, etc. Day by day, the climate change issues coming in the MENA region more trend or something hot topic, controversial topic. So I started hear from both sides, my colleagues as engineers or technician story, and in the same time from the religious leader and Islamic or even Christian leaders, another story, or at least another perspective. Then I met Rana and talking about the faith saving water conference. So I started gathering what I already have about both topic, and started to talk about integration between Sharia and entrepreneurship as a key factor in achieving social impact. Okay.
I think it's a PDF. I don't think you're going to use the clicker. So
Okay,
if you just
yeah, I
just
can.
from here, just click on the next.
I will do that. Oh, yes. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So let's talk more about the purpose of this research is, or the argument that the integration between Sharia or Islamic studies and startups or entrepreneurship ideas will make a great social impact, and in growing that will reduce the social impact. This is the only argument for this short presentation. What I do, I make more than one step. The first one is to make 11 experts as a technical expert working in the wash, water and sanitation hygiene field in Jordan, and ask them several questions. I will just highlight 2 questions of them related to the conference, the religious faith or the faith and the behavior for people. Okay. And we can see here, I add the details of their background as a pure technical engineers or doctors work or researchers work in the environmental entrepreneurship or sustainability, green economy, circular economy, etc. Several of them work with the NGOs, non-government, international NGOs actually, like USA, GIZ, Mercy Corps, and some of them are entrepreneurs in Jordan or even academic people. The result actually was totally controversial, because I asked just 2 questions. This is 2 questions from the survey. It's a long survey, and the interview it's a 2-part. The first part is a survey, then interview for 30 minutes with each one of them. The question number 23, the halal, the concept of halal in Islam. The halal concept is one of the main drives on-site solution acceptance in Jordan. And we have from strongly disagreed to disagreed. The second one, which is integrated with the first one, integration between wash sciences and Islamic studies, and especially the fatwa from the Fatwa Council or etc., is a key in designing a sustainable on-site wastewater treatment system in Jordan. The result was very interesting, because we have really divided between the technical or the engineers or the people who are working in this field. Almost 50% talking about they are disagree, with the both questions, and we have almost 30 agree, and 15 are just neutral. So we couldn't catch a mainstream. They have kind of not agreed on the effect of Sharia or even halal concept, which is a little bit different than what Rana mentioned, that the Muslim leaders, 100% of them consider it's effect, and the religious from the Christianity side disagree with that. But here we find the both, and they divided. And even I would like to share these two opinions from two different experts. The first one argue that no relation between Sharia or between Sharia or halal concept, and try to explain that. While the other one emphasize 100%. People in these areas are very religious, and you need to approach them from that side, means the Sharia side. So this is just to give you more insights how they really disagreed with each other opinion. Okay. So what I did, to solve this problem, because or to find the approach, how we can as a researcher, how can I argue that the Sharia impact on this social enterprise? I take a success story from not success story, I take stories from two different projects in Jordan. The first one called Dry Toilets Project, and the second one is Akyas, which means bags start. Dry toilets, this is a project funded or granted by international non-governmental organization, USAID, and executed by Mercy Corps and also RSS, Royal Scientific Society. The plan is to install, or the goal installed and piloted the 3 dry sanitation units in north of Jordan. And the result, they just implemented two dry sanitation toilet, and I will say why. This is the picture for this one. Why that happened? Because the dry sanitation or dry toilet is something totally unacceptable in the Muslim culture or even in the Arab culture. So it will not be used, and this is something the experts, the technical experts, not aware about it. Why in the same? So I could say from my point of view that the project didn't achieve the success that they are looking for, because the plan was as a prototype, 3 prototypes, then apply it in a wide region. So they just implemented or installed 2 of them, and stopping or pausing the project in this stage. While some of the entrepreneurs in Jordan, his name is Bara Wahbe, work in the same field, the dry sanitation, his startup called Akyas. He used the dry sanitation, but make kind of localization, because he understands the people mindset, and add on each paper on his word that even if it's a dry sanitation, but you can use the cleansing water, or you can use the water. It's a dry sanitation, okay, but you can use the cleansing water. And here, not the cleansing water, not the flushing water. No, I'm not talking about the flushing water. I'm talking about the water that used to clean yourself or your water. So this is the point. And here it's the slogan of the product. It's suitable for washers. Suitable for washers, because people in Jordan classify themselves washers or wipers, and we are washers. And so it's very important to use the local concept. It's suitable for washers. Yeah. So this, and you can see here Akyas liquids, divert link toilets, sanitation, both urine and the cleansing water from feces. So some of us could not aware why water is important, but a lot of Quranic verses and hadith and Islamic traditions and fatwa talking about the importance of using the water in what's called istinja, tahara, etc. in the Islamic. But I don't want to go to the textual issues because already the first part covered that. But this is just some verses and references to why water should be used from religious perspective in Islam. This is the first example. The second example is terminology. There's a huge difference in the terms used by two groups: the religious leader and the people on the side, the technician and engineers. While the theologian use Thaher, Najis, and all Islamic terms, the people who are expert in as a technician using treated, untreated, drinkable, clean, not clean. So the terms is totally different. We have a lot of, so what we should do is common language. And this is another example for how the difference in the terms cause kind of misunderstanding. Yeah, this is the term. This is a fatwa. I will share with you fatwa from the Ifta Council in Jordan. It received it from the Secretary General of the Water Authority, Engineer Habashne, asked about the treated water. And all of that is his question. While the answer of the higher council of Ifta is just this passage. And talking about, okay, you can do that. Without any evidences or verses from the Quran, from the Hadith, from the Islamic sources. And I could argue clearly why that happened, because the topic of treated water is not exist in the Islamic heritage traditions in the book. So if they return to it, and they are classic scholars, so the first thing they doing is going to the heritage of Islamic traditions to find a chapter called treated water and to find a suitable fatwa for that. But because they don't find, I could argue that they make it in general fatwa and general answer. Even this fatwa comes from 8-9 members. So it's not an individual fatwa. It's 9 members of the higher council, and just the fatwa was with one passage. While it's not the case with other fatwas, you will find pages and pages talking about hundreds of resources and citations from every doctrine, the 4th doctrine that followed in Jordan. I will finish now. I could say this is the starting point for me, and a lot of other examples in contradiction between what happened between, or the mindset of experts and the mindset of religious leader. We are always talking about hand dryer, which is in Jordan. What we need is a foot dryer, because everyone cleaning his foot, not his hand. This is making the toilets dirty. Another one is totally something. Sorry. All my topics is disgusting, but this is the case. Yeah, it's the urinal. The urinal is something forbidden in a way or another in Sharia. So you will not find ever a urinal in 7,000 mosques in Jordan. What's interesting in OCIS here, not in the mosque, in the center, in the Oxford Center for Islamic Studies as a center, the design, the architecture based on the Islamic understanding or vision. So if you go to the main toilet, you will not find urinal, even it's a public toilet. So this is also could give us more insights how we should deal with each other, even in Oxford, because it's built as an Islamic design, that you will not find a stand urinal. So the conclusion is the importance of Sharia, and I think it's clear, the conclusion. Yeah. Thank you all.
Thank you.